Hi, this is Ender314. We're doing Stoneblock here. We're going to create a hardcore world. I'm calling this my YouTube challenge world because I'm going to play through this without using EMC, so no Project E stuff. We're also going to try to not abuse RFTools dimensions to get materials. So we'll still build an RFTools dimension for fun because I think it'd be fun to build another dimension, but we're not going to be creating worlds of diamond block and quarrying those because I really want to see if I can figure out the automation to get a tier 6 void ore miner. So we'll start out here the same way I always start out. Stone block. Yeah, put that in the middle. So if you've never played this before, the quests are a good guide. You got to go through these first. So the first is to get pebbles, make a stone crafting table, and get dirt. So we have to first punch some stone, which that part doesn't take too long. But the early part of this game, it plays a lot like Skyblock. So the difference is that you're in a world of all stone, but you're still using the same sort of mods to ex nihilo to make material from nothing, because the whole world is just stone. There's nothing in here. And it's lava on the top, and it's void at the bottom. There's no bedrock. Okay. So make a crafting table. So now we got a couple of quests here. I like to put that in the middle. So we got to claim the quests as we go, basically because it might be something useful. In this case, it's not upgrade speed ultimate and epic bacon. So that's enough material to make a hammer. And we got to do quite a bit of hammering here because we need to just clear a bunch of space and get more materials here. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So now I have about 3 stacks of cobble. And the next quest here is to get 10 dirt. Then we got to do a stone crook and get 4 saplings. So the way you get dirt, you hammer cobble, it becomes gravel. You hammer gravel, and it becomes dirt. So I'll be back in a minute here. I'm going to hammer out an entire stack of cobble all the way down into dirt. So alright, I'm back. As you can see, we have a whole stack of dirt now, so we get that. And we have to make a stone crook and get 4 of the saplings. So we're just going to kind of open up these loot crates as we go, because they occasionally have a chance of getting you something very useful, but as often as not, they give you something kind of not very useful. So now we have the stone crook. We have to get 4 of every sapling, so you get that by breaking dirt with a crook. We have punji sticks, which we could use to make a mob farm, but you can see here, if I break this with a crook, I get a sapling, but I need to get 4 of every type of sapling, so I'm going to break a whole bunch of dirt here, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I got the sapling quest. Let's see what we get there. Black Lotus. That'll be useful later when we get into Britannia, but Not very useful at the moment, but what we do need to do is immediately get into planting some oak trees. Because we absolutely need wood. Because that's the next quest here, I believe. They do a good job of guiding you through the other parts of the game here. So the next quest is just to get 16 oak wood. So I am going to hammer this with dirt into sand real quick. We'll need the sand later, but then we're going to get into this wood that'll let us make charcoal for torches, that'll let us make chests. So this does have the mod where if you crouch real quick, often it just makes everything grow. There we go. So they all grow. And as soon as you get that first wooden plank, or wooden log rather, you can make a real axe, which makes the harvesting go much, much faster. So we'll harvest a few trees here, we'll plant some more trees. We'll be clearing some more space in the room, working ourselves further down the quest line here. Just trying to get to the point where we can collect more ores even. Like, we don't have any types of resources yet. We don't have any iron. We don't have any coal. There we go. So, we'll claim that. The next one is to get string, and to get into tinkers. So string, you infect the leaf with silkworm. Silkworm drops from leaves when you break them with a crook. And to do tinkers, you just need to make a bunch of this stuff. And you need to make a chest. So, let's see what we get from the crate. A nature core. That'll be useful later, but first things first. Let's work on some storage, because as you can see, our inventory is already getting kind of clogged here. There we go. We'll make a small storage crate. This is the best early game storage. It's really cheap, it just requires wood, and it stores way more than a chest. And it fits in one space. And if we make a crafting station and put next to it, it'll work on this. It'll just pull directly from that inventory. So it's really, really good. So now we can get rid of all this stuff that was clogging our inventory. And we got some apples. But we need to get the string going. So all these grown now. That one to grow too. There we go. So when I start breaking these leaves till I get a silkworm, I don't have a silkworm yet. It's weird. Usually a silkworm drops in the first couple. I am really astonished here. I've never had to break this many to get a silkworm. There we go. There's a silkworm. So you just right click that here. It starts converting it. It's going to take some time. When it converts it all, then you can break it with a crook to get string. But in the meantime, we're going to do a couple other things while that happens. So we're going to make a furnace. In the furnace, we're going to smelt some wood to make charcoal. Then we need more wood to get into tinkers, but we're not quite there yet. So we can use the charcoal. We can make tiny charcoal, which is nice at the very beginning of the game because it saves your charcoal. We'll smelt the rest of the wood. See, this is converting. It's mostly done. Some of it's still working. Get a couple pieces of charcoal, which is good because we can finally make some torches. And since Tinkers is in here, we can make stone torches, which conserves wood, because early game we don't have a lot of wood, but also I just like the stone torches a little better. I think they look better. I don't know why, but yeah, now we have some light in here, so we don't have to worry about there being any mobs spawning, even though the room's not big enough for that to happen. So if you see up here, it looks like the progress on all these is done. And you see if I break this, it drops string, and we need a ton of string, so I'll be back after I break all this string. Alright, I'm back here. As you can see, we have, oh wow, so almost 4 stacks of string. We have some more wood here, so we're going to harvest these trees quick and plant more. Because in these early phases, you just really need a lot of wood. You needed to build chests, you needed to craft the tinker's things, the patterns, the tools. Mostly storage crates. Storage crates take a lot of wood. In the early game, you just need more storage, but let's see what we get here as a reward. So we have string, we have the chest. So next we need to do a sieve and we need to do tinkers. So we got wood and stone. The wood is not a bad reward, and we got an invert hammer, so that's really useful. So that invert hammer will let us clear a lot of space very quickly. So let's make the sieve and the mesh. So if you're not familiar with Ex Nihilo, this is the way you get things in Ex Nihilo. Oh, right. Gotta craft a bunch of stuff. So here's the sieve. Here's the mesh. Let's see what we get there. Sieve and mesh cotton. We need to get into tinkers. Chance cubes, and a fluid display. Neither of these are really useful. I always thought chance cubes were more interesting for streamers. So how big is our room now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 9. Right, we want to make it 11, so let's make the tinker stuff. That's the next quest here. So we need to make a bunch of tinkers things. So let's see if I remember how to do these. It's the part builder. There's the pattern chest. Oh, I don't remember these. I do remember that one of them requires a crafting table and one of them requires another chest. So we need a stencil table. Oh, right. We need a part chest. No, part chest. Right. And we need a tool station. There we go. So that's the 5 things to get started on tinkers. As always, we'll just claim these as we go, because there's always the chance it could be something useful. Probably won't be though. Probably be a viaduct, which are fun late game, but we can't really use them at the moment. So let me first do what I want to do, which is I want to expand this room. This is so quick now that we have this inver hammer, which will break quick, but that's fine. I just want to make this room 11 by 11. Okay. Now we got more space. Yes, yes, yes. We gotta put this stuff down somewhere, so let's put it down over here. Sense table, pattern chest, part builder, part chest, tool station. And let's make a pick and a mattock. Those are the two things we really need. A pick and a mattock. Right, so we need a tool rod for both of them. We need a binding for the pick. And then we need a stone pickaxe head, a stone shovel head, and a stone axe head. That'll get us started, right? Yeah, because this is how you make a pick. So now we have a pick that is infinitely repairable and will grow with us. And we can make a mattock, which is useful because it's a shovel and an axe. So you can use it to hoe terrain too. So that'll replace our stone axe. So now the next part is to get into the smeltery, the floral fertilizer, or do more of the meshing and the oak crucible stuff. So we need a lot more stone, and we need to hammer things. So I'm going to clear a whole ton of space here with the inver hammer. But first, let's make some more charcoal because I need torches. Right. Okay. So we'll grow some trees and harvest them here. We should probably cook some of these apples. Cooked apples are way better food than normal apples. But this room is beginning to feel cramped to me, so I really need to clear space. So let's go this way. Where's my charcoal at? Okay, I guess I'll clear this too. Let's get some torches up on the walls here. Okay, now we got a bunch of torches. Eventually we'll get the torches off the floor, because I don't like having torches on the floor. They're ugly. Oh, now it looks much better in here. It is lit up. So we'll chuck our axe in the corner, because we really don't want it anymore. And I'm going to expand this way with the end of our hammer. So I'll be right back after I do a bunch of clearing here. Okay, I'm back. So this is my original room. Cleared a little room across the way. This is going to be where we're going to use the sieve. It's a 9x9 in the tradition of Direwolf 20, famous YouTube streamer. We got a little hallway going here. We broke our end of our hammer, but we have a lot of cobblestone now. A whole lot of it. So we have more charcoal. Let's make a little more tiny charcoal. We'll start cooking these apples. We're going to need to do some organization here soon, but first, we can eat the pear if we want to. First, we'll make some compressed cobble, and we'll make a compressed hammer. So there's a stone hammer, there's a compressed stone hammer. So unlike the normal ex nihilo hammer, this compressed hammer works directly on compressed cobble. Is this lit up enough? Let me put a torch back there. So you can use that on this. It produces 9 gravel, so that's way faster than hammering the gravel out. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put the gravel through the mesh in the sieve. We're going to use that to get resources. So did I lose? Oh, I put it down over here, didn't I? Yeah. That is the, oh, my tree just grew there. So we're going to put this down over here. We're not even really going to use the string mesh, but we are going to put another crafting station in here, because you always need more of those. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to break all this compressed cobble. Alright, I'm back. So now all the compressed cobble is broken and I have gravel. So I'm going to make, so first, I'm going to make 4 flint, which you can just craft. So I can make a flint mesh. And then I'm going to make a bunch of gravel. And I'm going to make a wooden barrel here. Because this is something that I just know is coming off in the future here, so. That was the wrong thing to make. I made the wrong thing. What was I supposed to make? An oak crucible. Okay. I mean, that's not really a problem, but an oak crucible, not a wooden barrel. It's the first time I've done that. Just accidentally made the wrong thing. So So you put this in here and it starts making water, which will be useful later, but all the same, we did complete a quest. And we got more punji sticks. And we need some string. We're going to try to just kind of let those trees grow naturally, and we'll deal with them after we do some more other stuff here. So now we have a flint mesh. We'll claim that. What did we get? More viaducts. As I said, more often than not, those viaducts are not useful. So we are going to need more wood here. So I'm just going to quick do this. And I have dirt there from my oak barrel that I didn't intend to make, but that's fine. I guess in a skyblock pack, that would be an easy way to make dirt from trees. I guess that would probably be how you start, right? Yeah, I'm not actually familiar with skyblock packs, but I know the theory. Okay. Of course, we can't collect the water from that crucible until we have a bucket. So, the idea here is that we want... Oh, I made the wrong kind, didn't I? I forgot again. I need a heavy sieve. Because the heavy sieve lets you sieve compressed materials, not just the normal materials. So it basically goes way faster. So you see, you just right click here, push stuff through, you start getting pieces, and there's the iron ore. We'll just switch that in our hotbar here, because we basically need 4 of them. We need 4 iron ingots to make the iron mesh, which means we need 16 iron ore pieces, which should be right here, yeah. There again, we have some good food. You cook the iron ore. And we're going to use up the rest of this charcoal, making stone torches. You can see we're getting coal from the sieve, so we're not going to be using that much anymore. And we'll just cut down some trees here while we're waiting for that iron to smelt in the furnace. Very soon, hopefully before the end of this video, I will have the hopping bonsai pot, which will be amazing because it will allow me to automate this tree gathering and get these trees out of the way. Okay. So, iron mesh. And we need another storage crate. Iron mesh. Small storage crate. We'll be making a bunch of these, but we don't have enough material to make a ton of them right now. Great, we got an iron mesh. So the iron mesh will get us to diamonds. We can put all the stuff from the sieve in here. I like to stay organized. Let's do a little more inventory management here before we move on. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So the next part here is we want a diamond mesh. So I'll be right back because I'm going to sieve this whole stack or until I get 4 diamonds. Alright, I'm back. So did not get 4 diamonds, but did get some other things. So some lapis, a bunch of different pieces, some emeralds, a few diamonds, a bunch of coal. So now we can make an iron chunk, or an iron ore chunk. We'll take some of that coal. And we can smelt this. And we need to worry about conserving coal anymore because now that we got a sieve running, we'll have a ton of that in short order. So the next step is clay. Alright, all these trees are done now for the moment. Let's make a bucket. That's great. So now just like in vanilla, after you get 2 buckets of water, you have an infinite amount. So we're going to work on the next part, which is we need, oh, I clicked that wrong. We need dust to make the clay. So we got to hammer some of this cobble. What I'd like is a stack of dust, which will happen real quick with this hammer. Get the gravel, hammer this gravel into dirt, the dirt into sand, the sand into dust. And it will be glorious when we get to the point where we have a little automation and we're not manually doing this. It's not so bad in the early game, but it's like mining in vanilla, like it quickly gets tedious. That should be enough. We'll have some sand behind because we're going to need sand to do glass. And eventually we're going to need obscene amounts of sand. But for the moment, we're good. So we have dust. This is finished by now, so there's our infinite water supply. So we have to make clay, right? Oh, we have several more things to claim here. So we need to make clay. Let's see what we got first, though. More yellowite ore and some magical upgrades, which will, you know, eventually be useful, but they aren't at the moment. So the way you make clay is water in here, put the dust in, then right click. So I'll be right back. I'm going to do this whole stack. Alright, I'm back. So now I have a whole stack of clay, which I need to smelt into bricks. I need a second furnace. That's exciting though. So I have some iron. So we want to make our hopping bonsai pots. So I wonder if there's recipes in this pack. Yeah, it is. So I'm not sure who made that recipe, but there's the hopper. We're going to make another small storage crate. We're making a little space here to put it. Guess we might as well use this dirt we accidentally made here. There is a bonsai pot. There is a hopping bonsai pot. So he puts that on top of the crate, puts the dirt in there, puts the oak sapling in there, and now you can see this is growing. And as it grows, it's going to deposit wood, apples, and sticks down below, which is great because then we will never have to farm trees again. So I'm going to break this right now. And hopping bonsai pots are so great that I'm going to make a second one, because you really, really need a ton of wood in the early game here. So make a second small storage crate. A second hopper. A lot of clicking. And we are gonna wait. We have stone, don't we? Yeah, we have stone. Just trying to keep the place looking nice. So that. Alright, we have to make the second bonsai pot. Bonsai pot. Hopping bonsai pot. Yeah. So put that right on there. Put some dirt in. If we look over here, you'll see it's putting sticks, leaves. It'll occasionally put apples in there too. In fact, I'll just store this apple right there. So, where are we on the quests? Claim the clay. So next we got to get into lava generation. Draconic cores, I guess that's useful. It'll be useful a little later. It's not useful right now. And we're going to need some glass, so let's smelt some of that right now. And that's where I'm going to end it for the night. I'm right about in an hour's worth of recording. And I find that I don't have energy if I try to go longer than that. So we did a good bit today. We're going to be working on using the sieve and the mesh tomorrow to get a bunch more material. And if we look at the quest book here, we're going to get into the Tinker Smeltery, do more of this, get into lava generation, the cobblestone generators, and maybe some farming. I might be pushing it for tomorrow though, because there's going to be a lot of using the sieve, and that's kind of time consuming. So I'll catch y'all later.